All right, so we are going to use light, medium, and heavy mini bands for tonight's workout, along with medium to heavy dumbbells. So let's go ahead and get going, warming up right here. We're going to start actually with some lunges, so just real basic lunges. We're going to hold this position here. Maybe not put that right in my foot path here, but we're going to bring our arms up. And as your arms come up, I want you to just transition yourself to a lunge to the other side. Okay, so just nice and easy, bring your arms back down. Sorry if I turned you away from me. And bring them up. As your arms come up, transition to the other side. And arms back down. So just nice and easy. I'm going to hug the window here. And again, making sure you're pivoting on your whole foot. Sometimes I feel like our feet don't get enough of a warm-up. So, you know, this might help a little bit. And one more time on each side. Making sure all the toes are pointing forward. And up and over. Perfect. And we are going to move on. So feet are already in a wide position. We're going to hinge forward, take our hands over to one side, swing to the other side, and just enjoy that nice stretch here through the hamstrings. And if you need to take it a little bit gentler, you can walk your hands instead of swinging. You can soften your knees if you need to. All right, we're going to hang out on one side. So hang out on one side, bring your hands all the way across your foot if you can. And look forward. So instead of looking down at your toes, just kind of look forward. And same thing on the other side. Hands across the foot and look out past that foot. And then we're going to come right back through the center. Take a knee bend and roll yourself all the way up. Perfect. We're going to bring our feet in just a touch. Okay. Next move, you're going to hinge over at the hips. So kind of that similar movement. But then we're going to squat down, bring our hands in front, go back to our hinge, and then rise back up. So you're going to see this later on, but we'll do it with weight. And squat down. I know. That's the way we practice. I know, right? I like previews. Oops, sorry, I did it wrong. And squat and hinge and up. Do it again. So we hinge and squat and then hinge. And then one more time. We might forget this by the time it comes back around, but hopefully it'll be at least a little bit cemented in there. All right, moving on. We're going to take right toes and turn them out. Left toes are pointing forward. Just kind of sink into a nice little warrior stretch. You might need a wider stance. Okay, and then bring your arms up again. We're going to bring our hands behind our back. So reach them behind and all the way up. Good. Nice and easy. Don't feel like you have to push this one. Inner thighs might feel a little tight right now. And one more time. Bring it all the way up. And turn your toes in the opposite direction. And same thing on the other side. So our belly button points forward. Our knee just opens. Perfect. And you can go a little deeper if you want, but stay up top if you need to. And you've got one more time. All right, moving on. We're going to take it slowly to the ground. So come to the end of your mat. Hinge over, and then just kind of walk yourself out however you want to get there. So you're on your hands and knees. Nothing too crazy about that move right there. All right, so on your hands and knees, and palms are facing, or fingers are facing forward. And you guys know that I love this one. I don't know if you love it, but we're just going to rotate around in a circle. Just kind of wakes up the shoulders and wrists. And then try the other direction as well. Keeping our back flat. And just kind of moving. I don't know if you feel that on the external part of your deltoid, but as you move to the side, just a little bit of stretch. And then we're going to bring our heels of the hands together. Okay, and that might be enough stretch right there. You might not want any more than that. But if you want a little bit more than that, this is going to be more for wrists and forearms. Okay, spread your fingers out as much as you can. And go in the opposite direction. Okay, so feel that nice release in your forearms. Yeah, and maybe you want to go forward and back just a touch. Not too much pressure, just a little bit. And let's do one more time right here. Okay, this one, not a lot of pressure. Okay, start up a little higher and just kind of let the tops of your hands rest on the ground. So no pressure, all your pressure is back in your backside, okay? And then if you want a little more pressure, you can lean forward and put more pressure on the ground. Really depends on how you feel. Okay, if you want a lot of pressure, you're pushing into the ground and then you're going to lean back at the same time. That's not for everybody, but it might be for you. If you spend a lot of time on a computer, this might not be a super comfortable stretch, but it might be necessary. All right, last thing you're going to do is hands to the ground. Spread out your fingers, and we're going to rise up onto the fingertips and then just press back down. Nothing crazy, just kind of waking up the palms, and back down. Let's do 2 more. Up. And last one. And moving on. All right, so opposite arm and leg. We're going to stretch out away from each other, toes on the ground to begin with. And we're going to lift this arm, circle it back and around. Okay, you guys might remember this from a few classes ago, but we're going to reach back out again. So palm comes up in the back, just waking up the shoulders. And if you want a little bit more, you're going to lift your leg and bend at the knee, okay, with that opposite leg. Just challenging the balance. If that threw you off, then just keep your foot on the ground. And one more time. And then stretch it out and sit back into a child's pose and just kind of release here. All right, we'll hit the same thing on the other side. So come up to all fours. Again, back leg stays grounded to begin with. Arm reaches, rotate in the shoulder joint, palm up. And then same thing to return. These things are always a little harder than I think they're gonna be, right? Like crunchy, poppy in that shoulder. Okay, if you want a little more, back leg comes up off the ground and bend the knee and then reach back out. And we'll just do one more, and then we'll mobilize the hips, and then we'll be on our way. All right, stretch it out, and again, sit back just for a moment. If you guys remember shin boxes, we're going to do those next. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you probably remember them once I show you. Okay, 90-degree angles in the knees, just like so. And maybe you need to have less than 90, and that's fine too. But, okay, right here. And depending, how this feels, you may need to lean back a little bit. Maybe you're fine centered. We're just going to stay here for a moment. And then we're just going to rock using our hands to help. We're going to rock our legs up and over to the other side. Okay, so rock up and over to the other side. There you go. So feet kind of just stay in the same place. They just tip over. How's that feel in the hips? Pretty good. Maybe uncomfortable. You may be feeling a little tight. And then if it feels good and you feel kind of limber, you can do it without your hands. You can engage the core a little bit more, and you can do it without your hands. Yep, there we go. I think it feels nice. Been inside a lot, right? Okay, now we're going to add a little press. So we're going to come to the side, and I want you to press your back hip forward. So press your back hip forward, and then switch to the other side. Press that back hip forward, lift your chest. If you want a little bit more, reach one arm. Okay, same arm as the back leg. Reach that one up, and that'll really lengthen through the front of your body. And then we're going to add a little more, one more layer. Now you're going to reach across your body and open. And do it on the other side. Reach across and open. Okay, same idea, but just making it a little bit bigger, right? Across your body and open up. And last one. Bring it all the way across, big twist, and then lift the arm up. And then right back through the center. Okay, now we need to heat things up. So let's come to our feet. We're feeling kind of mobile at this point. Okay, we're gonna move into a hit right away, okay? But before we do that, we're gonna practice the moves real quick just so you kind of get an idea. Side shuffles are first. So make some space, make sure that you have, I don't have a clear spot here, so make some space to do some side shuffles. Just kind of get your feet going in that lateral movement so you don't catch on the carpet or, whatever your surface might be at home. So lateral shuffles just like this. This is your first one. We're going to do these nice and hard. We're going to add some jumps, have some fun. That's your first one. After that, okay, we have front kicks. So front kick. So feet are grounded under the hips, and you're leaning back a little bit, kicking forward with the ball of your foot. Power. You're also retracting with that same amount of effort as you kick forward with, okay? So front kicks, those will obviously get a little more intense as we go as well. After that, squat thrust. So everybody squat down. Take your hands to the ground. Start by walking back, walking in, and then standing up. That's level one. So squat down, walk back, walk in, and rise. You can do it on a chair. Okay, I'm going to show you right here. You could squat here. You could walk back, walk in, and rise. And then if you want the full squat thrust, we're going to squat, jump back, jump in, and jump up, just like that. All right? So give it a try if you want. Final move is a hollow hold. So you're on your back. 2 different options for this one. Option 1, knees bent, and we're gonna just hold, kind of like when we do hundreds for Pilates, or you can take your legs and extend them. Okay, you can even take your arms up and hold. So just a little practice run there. We're gonna start with 60 seconds. We're gonna work our way all the way down to 15 seconds. That last one, the hollow hold, is only 15 seconds. So it's gonna be awesome, but you're gonna be tired. So it'll feel like it's more than 15 seconds. So if you need a drink, grab one. We'll do side shuffles first. All right, here we go. Jan, if you wanna turn that music up a little bit, you're welcome to do that if you want. Ready? Side shuffles, let's go. So we've got a minute of side shuffles. So create a big space for yourself if you got it, okay? And drop your backside nice and low. So we're gonna do a couple more, and then we're gonna level up. So if you wanna stay with this option, you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, you're gonna jump into a volleyball jump at each side, okay? If you don't want a volleyball jump, you can do a heel lift to keep it a little less impactful. Whew. So just imagine, 60 seconds, 45, 30, 15. That's how long our circuit is. All right, now you're gonna add 2 jumps at each side. 2 jumps or heel lifts. Come on. The goal with this whole circuit is to work into your high intensity zone. Good job, you've just got 5 seconds left. Keep it coming. Whew. Done. All right. Brief recovery in between. What's next? Anybody remember? Front kicks. That's okay. Front kicks is next. All right, ready, set, and go. Front kicks. Feet hip distance from that side view. Okay, right here, kind of leaning back, arms out in front. Good. And we can stay here, or to add intensity, you're gonna squat and power and kick. Squat, kick. Now remember, it's not just a leg lift. It's like you're shutting the door with your foot, right? Never done that before, right? Pow! Or pushing something away from you. Good job. Come on, rise out of that one foot and power forward. Heart rate should still be high, maybe not quite as high as the side shuffles, but squat thrusts are coming next. Everyone's favorite. Almost there. Done. All right, so quick recovery. If you need a mat, use the mat for this one. Squat thrust, jump or no jump, 30 seconds. Here we go. Squat down, back in. And remember, core is nice and tight as you go into the plank. Whew. Making sure that you're going down into a deep squat and coming out of a deep squat as your transition moves. The good news is we have only 5 seconds to go. And one more time, and done. Next up is our hollow hold. We made it. That's it. So we're gonna come down to the ground, 15 seconds. Hollow hold, ready? And go. So looking at your belly button, if it bothers your head, keep your head on the mat, but challenge yourself. It's a very short hollow hold. Whew. Breathe. 3, 2, 1, and recover. Okay. I think we're ready for the workout. What do you think? All right, let's do it. Okay, so we are gonna start with our mini band. I'm gonna have you start with your lightest mini band that you have. Okay? Lightest mini band. Scapular flies. Or as I wrote in my note, scapular flyers. I don't know. Same idea. Just, so thumbs are up. We're gonna take our shoulders. I want you to round them forward for a minute because this is not where we're gonna work from. Okay, we spend our day like this. So roll your shoulders back. Kind of like you're tucking them into your back pockets. All right, so arms are out in front and we're just gonna open and then release. So pressure and release. So 40 seconds on the clock here. We'll play around with some different tempos. So take a big exhale as you open. Inhale to release back in. So when the band comes in, or when your hands come in, no slack. There's always tension. That's the goal at least. If this begins to bother your neck, you can also bend your elbows a little bit or bring your arms lower, and that would work too. All right, tempo change. Quick out, hold, stay, slow back in. Let's do it again. Quick open. So you should be feeling this, okay, right between the shoulder blades. Is that where you feel it? Maybe a little bit in the back of the shoulders. Hopefully not too much in the neck. Good, think about that quick out, hold, slow back in. You've got one more time. Open, hold, and easy does it. All right, release. That wasn't so bad, but we're gonna keep moving, and we're gonna put our mini band, heavy mini band on our legs. So go ahead and do that now. Heavy mini band on your legs. And you're gonna keep this on for 2 different sets. We have a right side and a left side. Standing fire hydrants. I'm gonna challenge your balance right now because it's snowy and icy and we always need balance challenge. So if you wanna hold on to the wall, you're welcome to do that. But try to stabilize with a bent knee. And then we're just gonna lift our leg to the side, and then before we release complete tension, go back up again. So 40 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Up and down. There you go. Only fingertips on the wall if you're using it. Just the lightest amount of pressure. Whew. Okay, you know we're gonna change tempos because I love to do that. So quick up, super slow back down. 3, 2, 1, do it again. Quick. It's not about how high, right? We want our hips still nice and level. Good, one more time like that. And then now we're gonna go 3 counts up. Same leg, ready? And 3, 2, 1, quick down without releasing too much tension. 3. I find that one really causes you to lose your balance, doesn't it? At least it does for me. And that's it, time's up. Okay, move your hips side to side. Same thing on the other side. Okay, and then we'll go back to upper body in a moment. So put your leg back up, other side. Soften the standing knee, regular tempo, your tempo, whatever that looks like for you. Now think about your standing knee. It wants to kind of come in, so we want to push against the band. It's okay. It's hard to balance. Knees and ankles, that's what we're working on right here. All right, quick up, slow down, ready? Here we go. Quick, super slow. Nice job. If this is easy and you want more, you can always take your hands up, right? Just a little challenge. And one more time. Now we're gonna go into that 3 count lift with a quick down. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1, quick down. Don't lose your balance. Good work. Getting a little tired in the hips. Don't worry. They get a break in just a moment. Give me one more time right here. 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, you can leave the mini band on if you want to. Okay, because we're gonna use it again for side shuffles. All right, I want you to grab your medium mini band. Possibly your light one. I guess you should probably see what we're gonna do first. I want you to reach up your back, okay? So we don't always do tricep extensions like this, but we're gonna reach up our back, create some flexibility, and we're gonna use that as an anchor. So you're gonna hold the bottom there. With your other hand, okay, you're gonna straighten and go into full extensions, just like this. So knees are soft, okay? So you got a little tug here, and 40 seconds on each arm. Let's go, time has started. Now think about lifting your chin. It's okay if you even like put pressure right from your fist to your mid to low back. Good. How's that bottom arm feel? Is it working at all? Mine is too. You guys can talk, it's okay. What's that? It is a good stretch. I saw this variation and I was so excited because I was like, oh, it's just so nice to have something different, right? Okay, now we're gonna go quick up. Slow down. Come on, quick up. We're almost there. And this is your last one. And release. Okay, whew. Might wanna roll those shoulders about a little bit. So I'm doing a lot of focus on the shoulders, but hopefully it's like healthy shoulder stuff for you guys. All right, other side. So bring it up the back, okay? Actually, does that work for me? No, it doesn't. I have to go this way, sorry. And same idea. Man, that arm doesn't seem very flexible today. Okay, same idea. So once you get all attached here, chin off the chest, soften the knees, and up. All right. So I'm finding out that I have this right side is a little weaker in this position. Do you guys feel differences in your sides? Both arms, I feel like that. It's okay. That's why it's good to do these unilateral exercises. Oh, try to get the arm as straight as you can, right at the back. Woo! All right, we're gonna change the tempo. So quick up and slow it down. Ouch. I don't do these in their entirety at home before I do them with you. So I'm suffering with you guys. All right, one more time. And release. All right. Whew, that was nice. And moving on. Okay, so we're going to go back to our combination that we did, or our hit the combination that we did, but we're going to do it with side shuffles with the mini band, okay? So you're fine. Come on through. All right, so starting with our 60 seconds, let's get ready. Side shuffles with the jumps right away and begin. So side shuffle, one jump, side shuffle, and one jump. So it should feel a little bit different second time around. And now you're going to add two jumps, okay? Two jumps at each end. Try not to let that band snap your legs together. Good job, good job. And now you're going to add three jumps. Come on, little squat before you jump. Come on, we got it. Over halfway. And we're going to see if we can get four jumps. Ready? Probably just 2 times through. Good job, good job. And you've got 8 seconds to go. 8 seconds, that's it. And time. Whew. You do get to take the mini band off because it's going to be hard to do that when we do our front kicks, right? Whew, so right away, into the front kicks. Ready? Power. Your legs are going to feel so free, right? Lean back. Drive with the front of the foot. Arms out in front. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and grab that squat before you kick, if you want. Good. In our 45-second set, that's where we're at. Good, keep it going. Can you power a little bit more? Like load, explode up into that kick. Come on. You have only 5 seconds to go right here. And 2 more kicks, that is, and done. Whew. All right, squat thrust. This is gonna be a good one. Here we go. In 5 seconds, get set, and 30 seconds on the clock. Let's go. Choose your option. If you're feeling like this is getting a little intense, you can walk your feet back. I feel like we haven't done a lot of these for a while, so they kind of feel nice at this point. Only 5 seconds left. Come on, one more. Everybody does one more, and done. On your back. Down right away. Into the hollow hold. 15 seconds. Everything should be on fire. Go. Legs straight, legs as low as they can go. Inner thighs squeeze together. Good job, good job. Change the arm position if you want to make it more challenging. 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right, you ready for more strength? Get a drink if you want. Wall work is next. So if you don't have a wall right next to you, kind of move so that you can use a wall. Oh, one thing I completely forgot. Those of you at home, if you could get a pillow, okay, or if you have a med ball, you want that. Those of us here, we need to grab sandbags, kind of like a light-ish sandbag, like the 8-pounder ones. Yeah, we're going to use that for some adduction. You got to be able to hold it between your legs in a wall sit. All right, to the wall. This sandbag, or if you're at home and you're using a pillow, is going to go between your legs. Okay, you're going to squeeze it So not only a little bit of weight, right? But you're gonna activate your inner thighs. Go ahead and go down right now. We're here for 40 seconds. We can just talk and squeeze. Shoulders up against the wall. So just a slight variation on your wall sit. Whew. How's that feel? Pretty good? Adduction right here. Best way to remember is you're adding, you're moving your legs together. And I always think of like being abducted as taking away, right? So I don't know if that helps you at all, but help me pass my anatomy test. All right, stay here just a little bit longer. Can you squeeze harder? Squeeze harder, come on. 3 and 2 and 1. You guys look like you could have done that all day. All right, take the bag out. You're gonna see it later. All right, but right now, your next thing you're gonna do is on the wall, but I'm gonna have to show you right over here. We're gonna do a slow downward facing dog. So feet are about hip distance apart here. And you're gonna go slow down, feel shoulder blades squeeze together, and you're gonna come up quick and then brace at the top. So it's not as much about this is gonna be painful and you're gonna feel this tomorrow. It's not that kind of move at all. What we're doing is trying to really work on that retraction between the shoulder blades. So we hinge over at the hips, feel a nice stretch, and then quickly come up and stabilize. And let's do it again. Slow, 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 and quickly up and stabilize. If you want to be on your toes, you could also get up onto your toes for a little more abdominal challenge. Good. It should feel nice on the shoulders and back. Unless you're struggling with some posture, then it might be a little twingy. Good job. Keep it coming. Go as low as you're comfortable going. And we just got 2 more here. Nice and easy. And last one. And release. All right. So feeling good in the shoulders and back. And moving on, we're going to bring our body to the wall. Okay, our feet are going to go on the wall. This one is a hip bridge, single leg. So you may want to scoot your mat just a little bit closer. And your butt is kind of close to that wall as well. So you're going to push your heel against the wall, all right? I guess you could put your whole foot against the wall, but sometimes it tends to slide depending on the wall on your shoe. But heel to the wall, okay, a little pressure there. And we're just going to lift our hips up. And you can kind of play around with that for a little bit and see maybe your foot needs to be up higher, maybe lower, but we're going to go for 40 seconds, just up and down. We'll play with tempo. Go ahead and begin right now. So I love this wall because you feel your hamstrings, but you also start to get inner thighs and a little more glutes. And of course, a nice stretch for that other hamstring. All right, tempo is going to change now. You're going to go 3 counts to the top. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Barely touch your hips to the ground. In fact, maybe not even. Good job. All right, we're going to take it up one more time and hold and pulse. Ready? Pulse it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold and then release. You might want to stretch out that hamstring a little bit. And we'll do the exact same thing on the other side. So the leg that you just worked is now lifted. The other leg is on the wall. Ready? Your pace, up and down. Good. How's that wall working out for everybody? We good? Yeah? Let your head and shoulders and arms just rest on the ground. Start to feel the abdominals working as well. And one more at this tempo. Okay, we're going to go slowly to the top. Ready, set, here it goes. 3, 2, 1, and quick down. Do it again. Nice. This is like a love-hate exercise. Love the benefit, but I hate doing it. One more time, we're going to hold at the top right here and pulse. Ready? 4, 3, 2. Now hold. 3, 2, and release. All right, you might want to stretch that leg too. Whew. Okay, let's roll ourselves over. I think it's time for another hit, but we're going to do it in reverse this time. Okay, so don't leave the ground. Stay on your back. We're going to start with our hollow hold. So you've got 15 seconds. We're going to work our way up to those side shuffles. Ready? Hollow hold and begin right now. Good. Inner thighs squeezing, arms are reaching. All the while, belly button pulling down. Come on, 5 seconds. So remember, next up is going to be our squat thrust and rise. Okay? Roll yourself over, squat thrust, get ready, get set, and here we go. 30 seconds. I want you to try to explode off the ground out of your squat since you're feeling a little fresher this time coming through this movement. You're almost there. Can you do 5 more seconds? And this is your last one. Done. I know, felt good, right? Like a spring chicken. All right, here we go. Right into our kicks to the front and begin. This is your 45-second set. You can begin with kicks. When you're ready to add the squats, do it now. Keeping in mind, it's not about how fast, about the quality of the movement here. Awesome job, halfway. Explode out of that squat. It's gonna feel great when we have that side shuffle, isn't it? Come on. You can do it, guys. We've just got 10 seconds to go. Try to snap that leg back in. Here's your last one. And done. Okay, quick breather, side shuffles, starting right away with one jump on either side. Get ready. Sorry, I'm looking at the clock. And go. Side shuffle, one jump. Okay. Good job. We're going to keep adding jumps as we go. Now you've got 2 wherever you're at. Start with 2 jumps or heel lifts. Come on, work your body. Get your heart rate higher than you're a little comfortable with, knowing that you got to bring it down real soon. Give me 3. Come on. 3 jumps. This is your last set of 3, and now you're on to 4s. Come on, how high can you go? Can you go the same height for each jump? We just got 5 seconds to go. Come on, finish up with these sets of 4s, and that's it. Right there. All right, walk it out. Whew. So which way was it harder? Side shuffles in the beginning or side shuffles at the end? Yeah, I think so too. I think it's hard both ways. Okay, dumbbells. Dumbbells are next, okay? So this whole set has dumbbells in it. And remember that fancy move we did in the beginning where we hinged, we squatted, we hinged, and we rose? I'm gonna use my 12s and hopefully feel great. All right, so heart rate's high. Our feet are a little wider than hip distance. Weights are up at our chest, okay? So you gotta be engaged in your upper back, otherwise you're gonna end up rounding it. So engaged in the upper back, we hinge, keeping our weights close. We squat, drop your elbows down, hinge again, and then rise up. So you should feel hamstrings, quads, and butt. All right, time, let's go, 40 seconds. So hinge and squat, hinge and rise. Do it again. Just real slow. Good. Feeling the difference in these movements, right? Hamstrings, quads and glutes, and up. Good. And if at any time it doesn't feel good, you can just do one or the other. It's totally fine. All right, good. I want the shoulder blades pulled together, especially in the hinge. Nice combo move. We're almost done here. And one more time, everybody together. Hinge. And rise. Good. All right, if you want to keep these same weights, you can. We're going to do bicep curls next. You are going to do them on one foot, okay? So if balancing isn't a good thing, you can always do toe to the ground instead, but try, roll your shoulders back, pull your abdominals in tight, and we're going to go 40 seconds, 20 seconds on each leg. Ready? Let's go. Curl. And I want that knee up if you can get it up. Good job. So any kind of bicep curl that you want to do. If you want to do hammers, you want to find more of a rotation, it's perfectly fine. One more rep, and then quickly change to your other leg. Don't even miss a beat. if you can. This ankle of mine is not doing great, so it doesn't want to balance very well. Come on. Yeah, don't look at me if you're trying to balance, because I might be kind of wobbly on this side. All right, one more rep, and we are done with those. You can set the weights down, and then we're going to move on. So now this is a little combination, okay? You've got 2 single leg deadlifts. So you'll use weights, but it looks like this. You've got 2 single leg deadlifts on one, whichever leg you're choosing, okay? And then both feet to the ground and a double leg deadlift, and then that'll cause you to switch to the other side, okay? So try it out. The weights are just hanging there. That's the only reason. They're just giving you extra weight. We're gonna roll our shoulders around, choose a leg to start with, get ready, get set, and we hinge 2. It's a little hard. And then both feet on the ground for a single, and that'll cause you to switch right away to the other side and hinge. It's okay to tap down on those single leg deadlifts and then do it again. You gotta feel a little tug between the shoulder blades to keep your back from rounding. We got this one, feels okay. I love combination moves. Keeps our brain fresh and our body kind of gets tricked a little bit. And let's do one more time on the other side right here. Easy does it. And last one, and rest. All right, let's put our weights down. I think that was our last one. Let me just double check. Oh no, I lied, it's not. Okay, so last one. I'm gonna use my 10 pounds for this one instead of my 12s, but we're gonna do renegade rows with a frog jump. So you're gonna be in a plank position with your weights, okay, underneath your hands, just like so, feet wide. And if you wanna be on your knees, you can be on your knees. You're gonna row one time on each side, and then you're gonna hop your feet in, lift your hands off your weights, put your hands back on, and jump back. Or you could also, right, walk in. So if you don't wanna do the frog hop, you just wanna row only, no problem. But 40 seconds here, plank position, and chest over hands, and let's go. Row and row, trying not to let the body twist. Hop in, release, push back. Do it again. Row, row, hop in, release. So when you come into that frog jump and you release your hands, lift your chest up and drop your butt. You're gonna help your body work on good posture right here. Should be challenging your core quite a bit. Good job, you're almost there. Let's get one more. This is it. And release, up and good. Okay, final hit, and then we're gonna take it all the way through all of our strength stuff one more time. Actually, what time do we have here? Yeah, we're doing great. Okay, final hit. We're gonna start, same thing, on the ground with our hollow hold. So for those of you that was a little more challenging for, well, mentally prepare, because here we go again. All right, you thought I was gonna say, oh, we'll just not do it. Not the case. Good, challenge yourself. This is our last time through our high intensity interval training. Okay, so be aware that this is it. 3, 2, 1, done. Whew, all right, right away, squat thrust. 30 seconds, get after it, ready, set, and begin. Come on, remember exploding, because you're fresh, and you're excited to do these squat thrusts. If you feel your body slowing down, you gotta talk yourself through it, right? Come on, be like, come on, you can do this. It's just a couple more seconds, right? Your body is gonna listen to you more than me. Come on, 3, 2, finish up, last one, done. All right, we're gonna add the squats in right away with the kicks. So 45 seconds and begin. Squat, kick, squat, kick. Come on. Remember, breathe. Exhale deep into the core as you kick. as much power as you can give right through the ball of the foot. Come on. Get down low so you've got even more energy coming out through your foot. There you go. You've just got 10 seconds to go. Good, one more kick on each side. This is it, done. Okay, whew. So I want you to be intentional about your lead off on this side shuffle. So we kind of went through this last week where instead of just kind of going side to side, I want you to push side to side. Okay, so you've got to actually get that push going to get side to side. We're gonna do a few of them just like that, and then we'll add the jumps. Ready? Here we go. Push, okay, and push. You might wanna come up for air at the side. So your lead leg should right away feel a little more energy flowing through it. All right, now I'm gonna ask you to add a jump. So take one jump and then big lead off. One jump. Come on. If you need to make those bigger, like bigger spans, go ahead and do that. Nice job. I'm gonna ask you to do 2 jumps. Ready? Big lead off, 2 jumps. Do it again. Whew. You're almost there. Don't forget that lead off. This is your last one in each direction. And the last time we're doing this all night, done. Hopefully that was a little more challenging. And your gas, that's awesome. Whew. All right, we started with mini bands, right? We're gonna bring them back. Yes, we are. So if you want to, the leg lift to the side is not our first move, but it's our second one. So if you want to just get strapped in it, you can while you're messing with mini bands. And then grab your light band, those scapula flyers, right? Flies. All right. So our thumbs are up, palms are in. We start rounded forward, but we don't stay there. We roll back. And that kind of lets our neck be free. All right, so these ones are short. We're gonna go quickly through them, 30 seconds for everything. So feet wherever you're comfortable, and open, close, open, just to get going. And now I'm gonna ask you to go 2 counts in each direction. So open 1, 2, in, do it again. Good job. It's gonna go by so fast. Good. So arms are straight, still feeling that shoulder blades tug together, and you've just got 5 seconds to go. So everybody's doing one more. Open, open, in, and release. Okay, you got your mini band all ready. So now let's just go and start with our side leg lift, and we're gonna go quick up, slow down right away. So here it comes, quick up, slow it down. So hips are square to the front, so do whatever you can. Square up, belly button forward. Now 3 counts to the top right here. 3, 2, 1, close it up. Good, stand tall, shoulders over hips. We have a tendency to look down, but we wanna look forward. And you've just got 2 more. Good, last one, and then no break. We're just gonna step down and go right to the other side. So like shake it out, put your other leg up, quick to the top, slow down. You guys know I always over-plan, so I have to wanna get through everything for you. Get really excited. Good, one more time, quick up, slow down. And then we change, slow to the top. Here it comes, 3, 2, 1, quick down. Readjust. If you're leaning like I am, readjust. That makes the abs work. One more time, 3, 2, 1, and quick down. Ooh, okay, so if you wanna take your band off, you can, because we are done with the leg work there. And you're gonna grab your medium band. This is the tricep extension that we all loved. So over the head first, right? That makes more sense, and then up the back. And then anchor that hand there. Once you're ready, 30 seconds on the clock, and let's go. Chin up. Try not to get your hair in the band. Super uncomfortable. All right, changing right away. Quick up, slow down. Quick, super slow, elbow high. Good. And one more like that. Now I'm going to change it. 3 to the top. That's going to be tough. Ready? Here it comes. 3, 2. Do not let the band snap. Quick down, but keep tension. 3. And last one. And release. All right. Whew. Shake it out. Take the other hand over and then come up the back. You can use a mirror if you need to help find it. I'm having a hard time on that one. All right, here we go. Maybe. I should get you guys going because I can't find my band. There. I don't know why that one shoulder is not happening today. Here we go. Up. Sometimes I think it's like sleep related, you know? Like, oh, I slept too long on that side of my body and now like kinked up. Okay, so challenge yourself. But this is easy, right? Pull the band a little further down your back. All right, you have control of that tension. Quick to the top. Slow down. Come on. One more time. And then we're changing it. 3 counts to the top. Let's go. 3, 2, and one more. 3, 2, and release. Okay, mini bands are done. We go back to the wall. So you need your sandbag again, or your pillow if you're at home, or whatever you have that you can squeeze between your legs. 30 seconds in this wall sit position. Hug your knees, hug your shoulders against the wall, and 30-second hold. So knees over ankles though, and drop your hips a little lower, even though you don't want to. Good. This is good for posture as well. You can even go palms open and down, kind of anatomical position, which is harder than most people think it is. Because we're always like this. Almost there. Just 8 seconds. Can you squeeze harder? Come on, everything you can. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze like you got a $100 bill between your knees. Come on. Or maybe like we need 500 now with inflation, right? And time. I don't think there was a $500 bill. Okay. Next up, we have our slow, okay, so hands to the wall, on your toes, slow down, quick up, stabilize. Here we go. Ready? And hinge. Stay on your toes for a little more core activity. This one might have been better in the stretching category, but that's okay. Just take your time. And let's do 2 more. All right, that'll do it. Hamstrings are coming next. Remember that one? So move your mat to the wall. And we've got our hip bridge with one leg. And guess what? We're going to fire it up and get it right into that working zone as quick as possible. So heel to the wall, leg goes up. We'll just do a couple, okay, to get kind of going. Just find your placement. Do a couple there. All right, here we go. We're going to pulse right here. Pulse it up, up, up. So press through the heel on the wall. Come on. Now start feeling the squeeze all the way up into your glutes as well. Not just the hamstring, but start to activate the glutes as well. Come on. We've only just got 5 seconds to go here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. You might want to stretch that leg and then get the other one in position. Do a couple practice lifts. Make sure you're in the right spot. Time is starting right now. And we're going to pulse. Come on. So let your head just relax on the ground. Start to feel it more in the glutes. You've got to be intentional about that squeeze. It's not just going to happen. Come on, 8 seconds to go. We can do this. Can you go higher? 4, 3, 2, and done. The leg that just worked, you want to maybe rub it out a little bit. Whew. All right, roll yourself over. And we're moving on. We've got our weighted section next. So heavy weights, we've got the hinge and squat first. Remember this one? Heavy weights here. Feet a little wider than hips. We hinge first. Let's go. So hinge and sink and hinge and rise up. Good again. Hinge, sink, hinge, So even on the hinge, right, your knees have a softness to them. Okay, so just like when we do deadlifts, same idea. Hinge. It's kind of different with the legs wide, isn't it, doing that hinge? Feels nice. Everybody's doing one more. Oops, one more. I should have got it right on the last one. And done. Okay, so keep the weights, bicep curls coming your way. Lift your leg up high. Shoulders are back. Let's go. Remember, it's 30 seconds total, 15 seconds on each leg. Come on. Whew. And let's do 2 more reps. And then moving on to the other leg, no break, just keep going. It's always harder doing bicep curls on one leg. Come on, one more rep. And done. Okay, I'm gonna change my weights. You don't have to, but we're gonna do the single leg deadlift combination. So it's 2 single leg deadlifts on one side and then a double, okay? Actually, no, I don't change my weights on this one. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. Don't listen to me. All right, shoulders back. All right, here we go. Single leg deadlift. You choose which leg you want to start on, and 2 at a time. And then plant the foot, regular deadlift down the middle. Again, tugging between the shoulder blades. Keep it coming. Try to tip all the way over, flat back. And we've got time for one more right here. And finish up with that regular deadlift down the middle. And done. This is the one I changed my weights for the renegade row. So if you want to do a little bit less weight on the renegade row, because you are in a plank position, you're lifting with one arm, optional, but if you feel like you had a great weight that you are working with, then go ahead and use that. So remember, 1 renegade row on each arm, frog jump through the middle, and plank position, feet hip distance. Let's go, pull. Elbow leads the way, pull. And frog jump, release the hands. Right back out. Think about your core stabilizing so you don't rock side to side. We are almost there. We're gonna do one more combo, and that'll probably take us right to the end of our time limit. And jump it up, and you're done. Woo! All right, at least done with that part. Now, we're gonna go to a little bit of Pilates to finish it off. This is gonna be kind of stretching and Pilates all at the same time, so if you need a drink, great time to get one. All right, we are on our front side right here. So you can rest up here for a moment, keep the chest up off the mat for a moment. Okay, we're gonna bring our hands out in front of us and our heels together. We're gonna work kind of hips, glutes, obliques, and yeah, those are the areas we're working. Okay, so staying here, eyes forward. What I want you to do is just tap one leg down to the side, barely tap the ground, and then kiss the heels together right here. So before we do this, draw the belly button up off the mat. So if you're kind of hanging out, all your weight's down, think about being pulled up, good posture, through the back and through the core. So tap down to the corner, kiss the heels together, give them a little squeeze. Okay, like your heels got stuck with gum right over your tailbone. Now you want to also bend your knees a little more so that you feel a hamstring slightly engaged here. So this should be challenging your posture as you're looking out in front of you. You've got a nice tug between the shoulder blades. And one more time on each side. Do you feel your hips a little bit? Not so much. Should we do both legs at the same time? And slow them lightly down. Now we feel them a little bit. We're gonna lift up in the middle. So down. You should never tell me that you don't feel it. Okay? Because then, unfortunately, generally have more tricks up my sleeve. And good. Are you feeling your hips and glutes? A little bit? Good. We're going to do one more. and then we're gonna just pulse it right up the middle here. So draw the belly button tighter so that you don't feel any twinge in your low back, but only in your glutes. Bring your heels closer to your butt. Come on. So if they're back here, bring them in a little tighter. Now flex your feet. Try to imagine you've got books on your feet and they're not gonna drop. 3, 2, 1, release. Okay, hopefully, I felt that a whole bunch. I hope you did too. Move your hips a little side to side. All right, moving on. We're gonna bring ourselves back down to the ground, okay? So beginning with our hands in a thumb up position here. Okay, our feet are about hip distance apart, toes to the ground. We are gonna begin by lifting our upper body, holding. It's a little hard with this long arm position. We're gonna slowly open out to the side and flip your hands right here and lower back down. Bring your hands right up through by your ears, reach again, and lift, and open, 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 and palms come up in the back, and lower down. All right, adding on. We're gonna exhale to lift, hold. Now we're gonna pulse our arms up from the shoulder joint. So pulse up, up, up. Good, and stay. Now open out to kind of a Y position, and now pulse again, and think about this movement coming into the mid upper back. 3, 2, hold. Open out all the way to a T. Thumbs are up here, and we're gonna lift as you draw your shoulder blades together. Good, and then flip your palms up. Good, and we're gonna lower down, let our head rest to the ground and our elbows come toward the mat. So we'll stretch. Now we're gonna go in reverse. So we're gonna lift up again and circle your arms out. Thumbs come up and pulse it up. 2, 3, 4. Move into that Y position. Keep looking at the mat and pulse 4, 3, and all the way to the front. Pulse 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now bring your hands close to your body and just go palms up and lay your head on the mat for just a moment. Ah, that feels nice. All right, moving on. Hands underneath the shoulders. We're just going to gently press our upper body off the mat and kind of roll those shoulders back and wiggle them around. All right, tuck your toes, slide your knees in, and rock back. It's time to stretch and get out of here, guys. That was really short, and I'll give you more next week. All right, so come back to all fours, and kind of going back to that warm-up move, we're going to reach, but this time I want you to try to connect with your foot if you can. So, okay, try to connect with your foot. Ideally, connect with your toes, and push your foot against your hand. If you can't do that at all, then just reach for it, okay? But if you can push against the hand, I want you to try to get that. And you can always hold on to the back of your shoe too, if you need to. Good job. And we're gonna slide this leg back, and your front heel is gonna come in towards your opposite hip, okay? And you can rest all the way down if it feels good. And tuck your back toes. You're gonna push yourself forward and onto all fours again. Opposite arm and leg. Extend. We move that arm back, reaching for our toes. One foot is always easier than the other. It's like all of a sudden your arms got longer and yeah, and you're not even close. I know. You're like, I know it's back there. All right, that leg stretches back behind. Front heel goes to our hip, and we come down. All right, we're gonna bring ourselves up, and right leg comes out, and left knee is on the floor. Okay, left hand is on the floor. We're gonna take our fingers behind our ear here. Kind of open up, so slight rotation, no obliques, feel that. And then we're gonna come down and twist. And you can do your knuckle to the ground if your wrists are a little sore. And one more time. We're gonna hold this one up. And I want you to reach your arm past your ear. Hold there. Good. And then we're gonna sweep this arm down, out in front of us, all the way out to our long stretched out leg. And then bring it up and press your hips forward a little bit more. Good. And do it again. Down, out, and press the hips forward. Now we're gonna go in the opposite direction. Reach And this one feels good because we reach over our body and one more time like that. I know we're kind of running out of time, but I want you to get this stretch. It feels so good. And release. Bring the knee in, switch to the other side, and fist to temple, open up, and then just bring it down and up. And we'll try that one more time. We are gonna reach our hand up at the top. It's a big extension, and then reach over, and we reach down, out, and all the way up. Pressing the hips forward, down, and then going in reverse, same idea, but this time across the body. And last one. And go ahead and bring yourself up to kneeling position. Whew. Take your head, just a little bit of pressure as your hand pushes down, and then lower the chin, and same thing on the other side. And then chin tucks down again, and roll the shoulders back, and you guys are out of here. Thank you for joining me in class tonight. Those of you who made it in on this snowy day, so appreciate it, and hope you enjoy this at home when you guys do it at home. Have a good night.